Sunrises over an ancient land, and the first light touches stones older than memory. Before a single tool is lifted, a vow is spoken, one that binds men, gods, and time itself. This is the story of those who built eternity. The first breath of dawn spills across the desert sands, warming the silent stones that wait for human hands. A lone builder steps forward, lifting his gaze toward the glowing horizon. He calls out with reverence, inviting strength from the eternal sun. "O radiant Lord of the sky, grant us courage for this day," he speaks, his voice firm but humble. Around him, others gather, repeating the invocation with determined hearts. The rhythm of their voices rises and falls like a tide upon the shore. They remind themselves that every day begins with gratitude, every step with purpose. As sunlight stretches across the ground, they pledge their labor to the balance of the world and the order of creation. The builders assemble in steady lines, tightening ropes, adjusting sandals, and checking the worn tools that have shaped countless stones. A leader steps forward, raising his arm to signal the day's first command. His voice cuts through the morning air. 3 beats, then 1 breath. Follow the rhythm. The workers respond, echoing the cadence as they brace their bodies against the ropes. Dust swirls beneath their feet as they lean into the first coordinated pull, testing their unity. Their movements grow synchronized, each man adjusting naturally to the others. This is not simply work. It is a collective heartbeat, strengthened by trust and repetition. As the first stone shifts slightly from its resting place, morale rises. The long day has formally begun. The ropes tighten under the weight of the stone block, thick fibers creaking like ancient wood in a storm. Sweat darkens the workers' backs as they dig their heels into the earth. The leader calls out again, "Pull, brothers, pull!" His voice carries determination, urging them to give more than their muscles alone. Hands blister, shoulders tremble, yet the group leans forward as one. Dust clouds rise with every dragging inch, and the sun climbs higher, casting sharp shadows across the desert. The rhythm intensifies, grunts, breaths, and commands, blending into a single force. Someone murmurs a quiet prayer to the guiding light. May our strength be enough. Though fatigue threatens to break their formation, unity holds them firm. Every step becomes a testimony to human tenacity, every lift a declaration of will. They do not stop, they cannot stop. Their world, carved from stone and sweat, depends on it. As the stone advances along its path, an elder worker pauses briefly, looking toward the distant pyramid rising slowly against the sky. His eyes soften with reflection, for he knows that each block is more than a burden, it is a message carried into the future. "We follow designs older than our lives," he whispers to the younger men beside him. "Hands long gone shape the plans we honor today." The younger workers listen, their exhaustion mingling with sudden awareness. These stones will stand far beyond their names, far beyond their families, surviving storms, kings, and eras yet unborn. They are constructing not merely a monument, but a testament to devotion, precision, and order. In this realization, a quiet pride stirs within the group. To build something eternal is to offer a part of oneself to time. Even when their voices fade, the geometry of their labor will remain towering, deliberate, magnificent. With renewed purpose, they tighten their grip on the ropes. The stone moves again, and the desert echoes with the sense that history is being shaped one relentless stride at a time. The sun reaches its peak, and the heat presses heavily upon the workers, yet their motions grow strangely graceful. What began as raw effort has become ritual. Each tug of the rope aligns with the next, forming a rhythm almost musical in its consistency. The leader chants steady commands, but the team no longer needs constant direction, they move as though guided by the same unseen current. Their unity resembles worship, an offering carved from motion rather than words. The dust, the breath, the synchronized heaving form an unspoken hymn to the divine order they serve. In these moments, the separation between man and duty disappears. Their labor becomes a ceremonial dance, grounded in balance and purpose. And through this harmony, the impossible feels attainable. The stone approaches its intended resting place, but the final stretch is the most grueling. The incline steepens, and the weight grows merciless. The leader raises his voice above the wind. "This is the last push. Brace yourselves." Muscles burn, and lungs strain as the workers hurl every remaining ounce of strength into the ropes. Their steps slip, their arms quiver, but momentum builds slowly, undeniably. A roar rises among them, half pain, half triumph. Inch by inch, the colossal block surges upward until, with a thunderous drop, it settles perfectly into position. Silence follows. Then cheers erupt across the site, not of celebration alone, but of deep relief. They have conquered another stone, another challenge. The workers exchange exhausted smiles, knowing this victory is one of many required. But for now, they stand tall, savoring the moment. As shadows grow long, the workers gather their tools and step back to witness the day's progress. The leader stands before the rising structure, inhaling deeply. "My name is," he declares, "and I am a builder of the everlasting." His voice is filled with conviction, steady as the desert wind. He speaks not for himself alone, but for every hand that shaped the day's achievement. They build not for praise, nor for fleeting glory, but to safeguard balance and honor the timeless order. The sky glows with the final light of the sun, blessing their work. With a final bow of gratitude, they promise to return tomorrow, ready again to forge eternity from stone.